Hello. I'm not sure. Can anyone hear me or see me? Okay. Great. I'm going to ignore my phone and everything. I did it. Phew. All right. Let's see. Does this... I have no idea how to tell how many people are watching. I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to close my browser windows. And if you're here, you're here. So, I thought I might start with... So, one of the people in the chat is my friend Kornflake, who I just went to Minneapolis with to a thing called MarsCon, and she basically got me there, and got me there so that I could back her up on some songs. So I thought I would do a few of the songs that she normally sings, and hopefully not do too terrible a job with them. Hi, John. Also, maybe I should tune my guitar. I would say this isn't normally how my shows start, but those of you who have been to my shows will know better. But thank you all for tuning in. Hope you're getting through the state of emergency okay. So this is a song that Kornflake wrote, and it's on her brand new album, which hopefully will be online at some point, and then I'll share the link around. And this is let's see, she wrote it to have the most romantic line at the beginning of ever. So let's see how it goes. You might think that peeing out of your face is gross, especially when that's the way you communicate. You could say that it's disgusting, because it is, but that's what a lobster does. I like lobsters. Lobsters are really great. Think back to when you were a kid and you went to the grocery store. There'd be candy at the checkout, but you knew that you had to wait. You'd go and find that tank and watch the lobsters and not be quite as bored. I like lobsters. Lobsters are really great. I have a growing collection of lobsters that just keeps on growing. My friends like to give me lobsters 'cause they like to see me glowing. Maybe 'cause they're from the ocean or 'cause I like Maine. There's just something about lobsters that I can't explain. And perhaps the reasons why don't necessarily need knowing. I say hi to all the lobsters. In reply, I watch their antenna wave. They're climbing on each other, so I tell them all to behave. I'll give them goodnight kisses now, before it gets too late. I'm just kidding about the kisses, but still lobsters are really great. And I thought I'd rescue a crustacean, so I asked at a restaurant. I ordered it to go, but they brought it out on a plate. Not bluish brown, but red. That lobster was really dead. It was also rather tasty. Yeah, that lobster was really great. I have a growing collection of lobsters that just keeps on growing. Suppressing burps, wiping my face, try to keep my guilt from showing. Now I can't go to the ocean, I've been banned from Maine, and the state officials won't even let me explain. Perhaps they figured out that they're simply better off not knowing. Lobsters Are Really Great by Kornflake. And I think I'll move on to one of my own songs now, but I will return to some Kornflake originals later. And keep an eye out on social media and whatnot for that album, which we recorded in, well, my part was like 3 hours and then something else. But this is a song I wrote called A Fork in the Road, and I hope you enjoy it. Once in my favorite diner, I noticed on the floor a shiny dime which I picked up, then looked around for more. Yeah. It was noticed by my neighbor who sat there next to me. He mentioned it and praised me highly for my industry. Well, we got to talking, and he seemed a very pleasant guy. I told him of my job and how I hated it and why. He was quite sympathetic, and he asked me to invest in enterprises that he ran, and I did for a test. Well, my money quickly doubled, then it tripled. I was in my whole life savings and then more. I handed it to him. Then one day when I called him, there's no answer on the line. He had gone completely missing with the money that was mine. And so to keep myself from going quickly to default, I started taking money from my employer's bank vault. Well, you know that every day we make decisions big and small. To sleep late, throw a man a buck, or give a friend a call. But these choices effects multiply all of the goddamn time, and that's why I am in prison now for picking up a dime. So, the next song is one that I wrote for, I'm in a jug band. It's called the Too Tight Jug Band, and in theory we have some shows coming up in practice. Maybe they'll all be canceled, I don't know. So keep an eye out for that as well. But this is a song I wrote called Walking Facepalm, and I'm planning to record an album of my own later this year. In May, I've got a recording session scheduled, and the Jug Band's going to play on it, and I'm real excited about it. So, more to come on that later, I guess. Oh, wait. There's a very important thing about this song, which is that it features the kazoo, which is one of the signs it's a Jug Band song. Okay. Well, Jack saw a woman make a science post on a topic that he loved the most, about how water boils in outer space. Well, he made a correction and up spoke she. You know, I'm an astronaut with a PhD. And I heard your correction and I'm not complaining, 'cause I've never seen a better case of mansplaining. Well, I've been around the world a time or two, and I've never seen a man as pathetic as you. I've been on the earth and I've been to space, and you're the dumbest thing in either place. I can tell from your sad attempt to explain. You must have the world's smallest brain. Well, I tell no lie when I say, my guy, you're a walking facepalm on Twitter.com. Well, I've been around the world and around it again, and you're the worst excuse I've seen for a man. Never seen such a self-a-sentence word squeezed into a cerebrum with such a small girth. You should donate your brain to a museum along with a microscope so they can see him. You can write a paper about this caper. You're a walking facepalm on Twitter.com. That's based very loosely on a real-world incident, which explains some of the weirder things about the song. Only in real life do you get some idiot trying to correct an astronaut about how water boils in outer space. So this next song, I think I'm going to go back and do another Kornflake original. And this is a song, I don't think, it's on the album, but I don't think, strictly speaking, the final version of the lyrics has been settled on yet. So I don't think that this is the version that's on the album, and it's probably not the version that Kornflake is singing to this day, but I hope you enjoy it anyway. I feel like it's sort of a new alternative to the Baby Shark song, and I hope you enjoy it. I'm a sentient gazebo. I'm a sentient gazebo. I'm a sentient gazebo, and I love, 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 love you. You're a sentient gazebo. You're a sentient gazebo. You're a sentient gazebo, and I love, 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 love you. He's a sentient gazebo. He's a sentient gazebo. He's a sentient gazebo, and he also loves you too. Do not anger the gazebo. Do not anger the gazebo. Do not anger the other gazebo, 'cause he loves, 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 loves you. You won't like me when I'm angry, even worse when I am hangry. You had better come and feed me now, and I love, 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 love you. We are feeding the gazebo. We are feeding the gazebo. We are feeding the gazebo 'cause we love, 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 love you. I'm a sentient gazebo. I'm a sentient gazebo. Now I've eaten and I've had my fill, and I love, 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 love you. A song for the ages. So here's a song I wrote. Let's see. This was, sometimes I write songs on assigned themes, and this is one of them, but I kind of forget what the theme was. It had something to do with melting or liquid, or I don't even know. There's no way that you would be able to figure it out from what I ended up with, though. But anyway, I hope you like it. This will probably be on the new album whenever it comes out. Thanks, Kornflake. I'm glad you glad you enjoyed that version of your song. All right. Somebody comes up, says, "How you been?" I realize I don't know them from Adam. I say that I've been fine, but they're looking for more. And I smile and I wish that I could melt through the floor. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to not always be socially awkward. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to not always be socially awkward in every way. Oh, that this too solid flesh would melt on, resolve itself into a dew. Oh, that my mind could retain somebody's name and their face for a minute or two. We've been friends for years and we meet at a soiree. Then a new friend comes and joins the fray. It's time for introductions and I look from face to face. Well, you both look familiar, but your names I can't place. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to not always be socially awkward. Sometimes I wonder what it would be like to not always be socially awkward in every way. That's a short one. That may be semi-autobiographical. Well, let's get on to one of the old favorites. I promised songs about lobsters, kittens, and actually I forget what the third thing was, and it's not showing it on my little screen here. Maybe I can find it. Maybe I can't. Anyway, this will take care of the kitten part. I'm going down to the drugstore. I'm gonna buy me a skein yarn. I'm going down to the drugstore. Gonna buy a big old skein yarn. I'm gonna knit me a kitten, even if you don't give a darn. Now I got a pair of big round needles. You should listen to them purr. You should, it's pretty cute. Well, I got a pair of big round needles. You should hear them son of a guns purr. I'm gonna knit me a kitten. I'm gonna cover it all up in fur. Now I don't want no store-bought kitten. Let's try that again. Now I don't want no store-bought kitten. I can't stand those kitten farms. I want me a homemade kitten with all those kitten charms. So I'm gonna knit me a kitten, any color fur I choose. Now I can barely wait for my kitten. That's why I've got me the blues. Well, I'm gonna knit me a kitten. You know I got a few more months to go. These things take time. I understand that. Well, I'm gonna knit me a kitten. You know I got 8 or 9 months to go. I don't know if I can wait that long. Now I'm gonna knit me a Siamese or maybe even a calico. Now I'm again closer. You know I can almost hear the muse. It's really pretty cute. I'm again closer. You know I can almost hear those kitten mews. Now I can barely wait to finish. That's why I've got them kitten in blues. Yeah, I can barely wait to finish. That's why I got them kitten in blues. Hey, Rich. Thanks for stopping in. I think I'll be going. Yeah, I'll probably go like another half hour, give or take. Appreciate it. Let's see. Let's do it this way. I'm gonna do. Well, I'll do. Yeah. Okay. Change of plans. Not that you know what my plans are, so what difference does it make? But here's a song I wrote. This is a song I wrote that is like a parody of an old murder ballad. Very little happens in this song. This is a song that I sat down and I wrote it and I worked on it for a while and I finished it and I played it and got it all worked out and I was like, man, this is a song that has no real intended audience. I don't really understand why anyone would enjoy this song or want to hear it. And so I'm going to play it for you now and make of it what you will. Okay, I remember that part. Hey, Polly, pretty Polly, let's go for a walk. Polly, pretty Polly, let's go for a walk. Let's go to the Starbucks, for we have to talk. He led her on sidewalks down to the main street. He led her on sidewalks on down to Main Street. Then he cast down his eyes and he shuffled his feet. Oh, Willie, little Willie, I fear what is next. Yeah, Willie, little Willie, I'm afraid of what's next. I know it's quite serious or else you'd have just text. Oh, Polly, pretty Polly, your perception is true. Oh, Polly, pretty Polly, your perception's quite true. I don't think we're compatible, I'm afraid that we're through. Oh, Willie, is this then the end? Yeah, Willie, little Willie, can this be the end? It is pretty Polly, but let's still be friends. They sighed and they parted with one final look. Yes, they sighed and they parted with a lingering look. Then they left, only pausing to update Facebook. There it is. Looks like we got a couple new people in the channel. Welcome. Thanks for stopping in. I hope you enjoyed that song somehow. I think for this next song, I'm going to go back to the Kornflake library. As I mentioned earlier, a couple weeks ago, I went out to in Minnesota to a thing called MarsCon, sort of a geek convention that has a lot of comedy music. I went there to back up Kornflake, my friend Kornflake, on guitar. And a few of the songs are such that I can maybe play them myself, and this is one of them. Thank you for the kind words, Matthew. I'm happy to take full credit for the creation of the faux country death ballad. I can't imagine many others will continue that tradition, but I can always hope. But this next song is called Toenails. Well, I like my toenails, and I like yours too. You could give me your toenails, then I'd have part of you. But if you have to keep your toenails, could you clip one or two? A clipping or two would do. And I like my haircut, but I like yours too. You could give me your haircut, then I'd be cute as you. But if you can't spare your haircut, could I have a strand or two? A strand or two would do. And I like my uncle, but I like yours too. You could give me your uncle, and then I'd have your uncle. Why not? But if you won't share your uncle, could I have an aunt or two? Why not? An aunt or two would do. And I like my brain cells, but I like yours too. You could give me your brain cells, and I'd be smart as you. But if you need all those brain cells, could I have a thought or two? A thought or two would do. Last verse. And I like my PJs, but I like yours too. You could give me your PJs. You could sleep in the nude. I mean, there's no law against it. I don't know. I didn't want to picture that. Perhaps a sock or two. Why not? A sock or two would do. Toenails, ladies and gentlemen, and anyone else. Let's see. Moving along. Okay. Should I do my fake sea shanty? I think I will. This is a song I wrote in an attempt to write a sea shanty. I don't think it works as one quite, but it is based on a real life event and one that you can find on YouTube. I seem to remember that Tammy likes this one, so hopefully you're still around and we'll enjoy this. Let's see. And it's called The Ballad of the Oregon Highway Department. In 1970, our story begins. A sperm whale was washed up on shore, and people did notice, for an 8-ton dead beast can be a bit hard to ignore. It became a curiosity, and people stopped by to see what washed up from the sea. Then it started to stink, and soon all did agree that the beach should remain dead whale free. The government considered just who would be best to resolve the large problem at hand. The highway department was given the task of removing the whale from the land. Now when you've a hammer, it's often been said, every problem resembles a nail. So when you've a truckload of dynamite, you can bet that you'll annihilate that whale. A crowd gathered round, for it's not every day that you'll see a whale blowed up real good. And the seagulls were there, for their gull senses told them there'd soon be no shortage of food. The crowd roared its approval at the whale's quick removal. Then the pieces they rained on back down. Though no one was killed, bits of blubber still filled every inch of that Oregon town. On the scene I will now draw a curtain, my friends, but I'll leave you with some final imagery of the insurance adjuster who got the report of a whale attack a half-mile from sea. True story. Aren't they all true, though? No, most of my songs are lies. This next one, you can decide about yourself. Actually, I'll have some water. I really do appreciate y'all coming and checking out the stream. Yeah, getting the show canceled kind of got me to do the near impossible, which is to clean those parts of my apartment that are visible from my webcam. And so I appreciate you stopping by and giving the kind words and whatnot. And I hope that you're enjoying it. I can't remember where I begin and you end. Can't see the difference between me and you. To my earthly needs you always tend. Now hold me, and you know that it's true. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. When you leave, I feel like you're gone for good. And all that I can do is cry. Without you, I could barely lift my head. Now hold me, and I'll tell you why. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. I have no words to say how I feel. When you're near, I am weak in the knees. With you, I can take this world's ordeal. Never leave me, Mama, please. Never leave me, Mama, please. 'Cause you're always there when I need a change. You're there when I wake in the night. I know that whatever the day will bring, you'll make everything alright. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. I've got a soft spot on my head for you. So, there are a bunch of songs that Kornflake wrote that I feel like I can't do justice to justice to. In some cases, due to subject matter. In others, because they kind of need multiple voices. In that latter category is a song called If I Had a Dating Profile, which, man, doing that song live at MarsCon was the most fun because Kornflake was singing it. Her friend Toenails was singing a second part, and then I was singing harmonies in some cases, and man, nothing is better as a performer. I'm not telling you this to make you jealous per se, but it occurred to me that I have a song that is about half of it is a little bit on a kind of related theme. This is a song that I wrote a while ago that is based on two different real life incidents. One involving me being at a bar with a friend, and a guy came up and started kind of hitting on her in this kind of strange way. And then the other was a time when I went to a gas station, and a guy kept insisting that he knew me from the video store. And so I combined those two incidents into a single song for no obvious reason, except that the two people who involved, there was sort of a mistaken identity component, which is the name of the song, Mistaken Identity. And then there is also the fact that the strategy they used was just the worst possible strategy and would never, ever work. So here's the other question is, do I remember how to play this song? I think so. Seems good. Excuse me, but I was wondering, you look quite familiar to me. Might I have seen you on Match.com, OkCupid, or eHarmony? It's really no big surprise, as this happened before, you see. When you've seen as many dating profiles as I have, everyone looks the same to me. Again, I wouldn't actually use that strategy. It doesn't work very well. Hey buddy, how you doing? Wait, you don't recognize me? Didn't I see you just the other day at Amazing Video up on Empire Street? Well, if I haven't, I guess that's no big surprise. This has happened before, you see. When you've been to as many purveyors of pornography as I have, everyone looks the same to me. Don't think about that too much. Well, I acknowledge you're a unique individual. You're 1 in 1,000,010. Wait, no, actually, I'm thinking of someone else. Just who in the hell are you again? But excuse me if I'm bothering you. I could have sworn we're the best of friends. You really don't remember who I am? Well, I guess that's where our story ends. I guess that it's really no big surprise. I've always had rotten luck, but for sake of old acquaintance, can you lend me a lousy buck? Good times. So, I think if I remember my set list correctly, this next song is the only one I'm doing that is a cover of anyone but Kornflake. This is a song by a guy named Andy Breckman. It's a song that I enjoy a lot, which I hope you enjoy as well. also features a kitten in a small but important part. Well, Railroad Bill was a hard-living man. He liked to take his women two at a time. And everyone agreed he was the baddest engineer that ever driven down the Santa Fe line. And his name was known from the folks back home to the tippy-top of Telegraph Hill. And all the little boys, when they were sneaking cigarettes, they used to dream about the Railroad Bill. Now one day Bill was a-walking along when he saw Kitten stuck in a tree. When he saw what was the matter, he ran to get a ladder to set that kitty cat free. But Bill said, no, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna climb up no tree. This is a stupid, stupid song, and no folk singer's gonna make a fool out of me. I said one day Bill was a-walking along when he saw Kitten stuck in a tree. When he saw what was the matter, he ran to get a ladder to set that kitty cat free. But Bill said, no, I ain't gonna do it. I ain't gonna do what you said. This is a stupid, stupid song, and as far as I'm concerned, that cat can stay there till it's dead. I said, wait a minute, Bill, you can't argue with me. For God's sakes, I just made you up. I got the pen in my hand and I want you up in that tree and I want that cat unstuck. And Bill said, no, I hate cats. I ain't gonna climb for no cat. Why couldn't you have me rescue one of those beautiful girls that's been tied down on the railroad track? And I said, well, maybe there'll be room in the 8th or 9th verse, but right now I want you up in that tree. I'm the writer, goddamn, I got the pen in my hand and you're supposed to listen to me. And Bill said, you jerk, why should I listen to you? You should be listening to me instead. 'Cause I'm a railroad man, and if I was real, I'd separate your face from your head. You ungrateful brute, I cried, now you've gone too far. I gotta show you I can do as I please. So that an earthquake came and it shook the whole terrain, and it brought Railroad Bill to his knees. And then a tidal wave broke and everything got soaked, and Bill was almost completely washed away. And then a big green monster from the planet Neptune landed, and it bit Railroad Bill on the leg. I got the pen in my hands. I can do what I want. I'm a bright young new talent on the rise. So get your butt up that tree, or I swear you ain't gonna get out of this folk song alive. He said, you don't scare me. You might be funny, but you don't scare me. And if you don't leave me alone, I'm gonna tell everybody where you stole this melody. But before he could say another word, his tongue fell out and he could not make a sound. Suddenly he jumped right on top of me and he grabbed me by the legs and he pulled me to the ground. And he kicked me in the stomach and he punched me in the face real hard, and I swear he almost broke my nose. Suddenly a big bolt of lightning came out of nowhere. It hit him right between the eyes and it killed him instantly. The cat came down from the tree, had a bowl of warm milk, went to sleep for the night. Railroad Bill is survived by a wife and 3 small children. Dear God, I love to write. Railroad Bill. So I think I'll do 2 more songs and then call it a night. If anyone has any particular requests, put them in the chat and I will try to play them if I remember how. So this next song is I wrote a lullaby, and this is how it goes. I want this to be, should also be on the new album whenever that comes out, probably sometime in the second half of the year. Well, it's time to go to bed. Put your cares away to sleep. You can fret and fume tomorrow, but for now just count some sheep as your thoughts wander away. Let your eyes drift closed and dream. Put your phone onto the table. Pry your eyes off of that screen. Relax your limbs. Clear your mind. Let your stress flow away and unwind. You've got worries and bills to pay. Let them go, for tomorrow's another day. Well, your Facebook friends will wait. Change your smartphone's mode to mute. Don't worry about your selfies. Instagram still thinks you're cute. Resist that urge to be online. Put off reading the president's tweets. They will be there in the morning. Turn your phone off now. Don't cheat. Relax your mind. Close your eyes. You don't need to read all those Twitter lies. But set your phone down and put it away. Let it go, for tomorrow's another day. Now you're checking your email. I don't know who you're trying to fool. If you really want to sleep, why ignore my simple rule? Now you're clicking some clickbait. This is quite beyond the pale. You belong in some dumb listicle called Top 10 Sleeping Fails. Are you Slytherin? Just take this test. Hey, why not? Who really needs to rest? In the morning, that's when you'll pay. But who cares? For tomorrow's another day. So keep that in mind while you're drifting off to sleep tonight. All right. So there are a couple of requests that people have made. One of them I won't be able to play very well, but I will try nonetheless. That is how much I appreciate you tuning in. Is I'll play a song even if I can't play it very well. Let's see. I will. Do I want to start with that one or go with the other one? You will get me saying this in about 30 seconds. So I will get to see what you think of all this then. Let me find this. No, none of this is correct. Okay. All right. Let's do this one. So this is a song. Who is it by? So many questions. So much lack of preparation. This is a cover, but I forget who it's by. It is. Oh, hi, Jody. Let's see. Something or other Yellowbeard. Kornflake. Maybe we'll put it into the chat. And we'll see just how badly I sing the bridge here. But I'm really selling this. I'm really doing a good job introducing this song. I hope you appreciate my professionalism doing all this. But let's give this a whirl. I jump on cake from high above. I step on pie, so warm and lovely, it's mine to punt. Vanilla bunt, all freshly baked. I'm on your cake. My very own 4th of July. Look to the sky, showers above, or winter time, so cold and tired, I warm my soul down by the fire. It's never too late, it's never too soon. Birthdays come with cake and balloons. I close my eyes and the candle's out. You know what I'm wishing about. I jump on cake from high above. I step on pie, so warm and lovely, it's mine to punt. Vanilla bunt, all freshly baked. I'm on your cake. We are the world, we are the children. We are the one to bake a bigger cake. We all can jump in. There's a choice we're making, a choice to step on pies. It's true, we'll flatten pastries, just you and me. Sing along. We are the world, we are the world. We are the children, we are the children. We are the ones to bake a bigger cake. We all can jump in, that we can jump in. There's a choice we're making, a choice to step on pies. It's true, we'll flatten pastries, just you and me. I jump on cake. Gustafer Yellowgold, yes. Thank you, Kornflake. That is who that song is by, with a little interpolation towards the end, which was Kornflake's addition. And I hope you enjoyed it. Listen to the recording, and it'll sound better. So the other request was for Stale Tequila, which is a song I wrote. This is a song on a theme. I was assigned the theme Stale Tequila. I wrote this song. And a basic problem is that tequila doesn't go stale as far as I know. But I didn't let it stop me. So here's how this song goes. After the show, I had packed up my guitar. You caught my eye. You were standing at the bar. You flashed me a knowing grin. Looking so good, it was half a sin. I felt myself start to fall in lust. My brain began to whirl, till I thought it might combust. And I woke up, the taste of stale tequila in my mouth. I looked around, I was all alone. How could you do it? You were so beautiful. A few more drinks and a half a pack of smokes. We talked for hours. You laughed at all my jokes. Then we went back to your hotel. We did some things that I shouldn't tell. I felt myself start to fall asleep. You made me feel so safe. Well, it almost made me weep. And I woke up, the taste of stale tequila in my mouth. I looked around, I was all alone. How could you do it? You were so beautiful. Then I awoke in a bathtub full of ice. You left a note, I had to read it twice. It said call 911. I stole your kidney, thanks for the fun. I felt myself start to fall apart. Well, I know you took my kidney, but you also stole my heart. And I woke up, the taste of stale tequila in my mouth. I looked around, I was all alone. How could you do it? You were so beautiful. That's, I suppose, a love song of sorts. This is, I guess, I will be my final song, and I started with Kornflake's "Lobsters Are Really Great," so I thought I would end with a song about lobsters too. Just bring this thing full circle. I had a nice time tonight doing this, and if people are into it, maybe I'll do it again sometime. Next time I'll have the technology down a little better, and that will be a good deal. So, this song is called the Christmas Lobster, and this is another song written on a theme. The theme that was assigned to me was "Everybody Knows My Name," something like that. And so a part of my creative process these days is that I go to my knitting group every Monday, and when I have one of these theme songs assigned, I complain about how it's a bad theme and I don't know what to write about it. Everyone loves it. It's a great addition to the general ambiance of the whole situation, and so it's perfect. And so I was talking about this song, "Everyone Knows My Name, I Don't Know What to Do," and my friend Katie said, "You should do a song about the Christmas lobster." And it was obvious to me immediately that she was right about that, because it just was very appealing to me that I would write a song where the premise is I'm the Christmas lobster, obviously, because everybody knows about the Christmas lobster. And so that's the premise of this song. So Kornflake, as a little aside, Kornflake is associated with lobsters. If you listen to the podcast she co-hosts, the Flopcast, lobsters will come up there every so often, and it's one of those things like where you get known for a thing and then people give you lots of that thing. And so I realized at some point that I had written 2 songs about lobsters. One of them I can't really perform, but just sort of by coincidence, because, you know, lobsters are out there. They're one of the great American songwriting themes, and so, you know, everyone's got a lobster song or 2 in their stash. So so this is the one that I'm going to do. It's called the Christmas Lobster. It's written as kind of a speak along, which doesn't, I mean, kind of requires an audience, so you'll just kind of have to do this at home if you want to. Obviously, I don't have a real way to check up on you. I don't have that technology yet. I'm sure that Google is working on something, but we're not there. So the way that it works is, you know, that the song sort of goes along, and I'm singing along. Just sounds as pretty as it can be, and then at a certain point, I get to the chorus, which is like, I'm the Christmas Lobster. And you say, the Christmas Lobster. Doesn't have to be in key. Doesn't really have to be in any kind of rhythm. Just please yourself. And here's how the song goes. I crawl along the ocean floor, then climb down your chimney. My shell is green and red, all festive and cheery. I'm a well-known crustacean, yes, everyone knows me. I'm the Christmas Lobster. Christmas Lobster. Even though I couldn't hear it, I could tell that you did a great job, and I really appreciate it. Here's the second verse. I just wanna keep kids happy, that's my one big cause. Everybody who mistreats them is breaking my laws. And you know I'll nip their fingers with my sandy claws, 'cause I'm the Christmas Lobster. Here's the last verse. If you're not then you better keep an eye on your hands, because late Christmas Eve I'll put together my plans, and you'll wake up in a tank restrained by rubber bands, 'cause I'm the Christmas Lobster. Yeah, I'm the Christmas Lobster. Well, I'm the Christmas Lobster. Y'all sounded great out there, I can tell. Thank you so much for indulging me in this little live stream. Hopefully I'll do it again at some point in the near future, because I had a good time and I hope you did too. And I guess that's it. Yeah, just great to read everyone's comments during it. And enjoy the rest of the night. I think I'm going to go eat some yogurt.